today I have a reading on what their first impression was of you versus what their impression is of you now. So I have 3 piles here, pile number 1, pile number 2, pile number 3. I'm going to take a picture and I'll insert it here so that you can see them up close if you want. Otherwise, let's jump right into pile. Okay, pile number 1. So your messages are, and these are messages that are supposed to be like them now saying like to you, saying like now they're saying these to you. Wow, Mercury retrograde. Okay. We have, I regret lying to you. I can't stop thinking about you. I feel you even though we're apart. And just being near you is intoxicating. Okay, so in the past, I feel like this person saw you as someone who was very private, someone who was difficult to read, a little bit withdrawn, and possibly someone who had their heart broken and was self-protecting because of it. We have the Thief card here. So the light attribute is sheds light on the potential wealth within you that can never be stolen. And the shadow attribute is stealing money, creative ideas, affection, or other powers you think you lack. So what I'm getting from this is that your person saw that someone did that to you, right? With stealing money, creative ideas, affection, or powers that you think you lack. Your person sees that you have been through a lot of, or either a lot of, meaning that there was like a pattern, or that there was a specific event that kind of emotionally scarred you and traumatized you. And it's something I'm almost getting like sand. When sand gets in an oyster, that's what causes the pearl. But like when sand gets in the oyster, it irritates the oyster. That's why it has to pearl it, because it bothers it like every time it moves. So that's something like there's some sand got into you where you're like kind of soft and vulnerable here. So your person saw you as someone who was very self-protected, somebody who was very spiritual, and someone who's very deep. I feel like maybe your person saw that you're trying to turn this into, like you were in the process of turning this into a pearl, of turning this into some kind of healing power that you have within yourself. For some of you guys, this was a sexual assault. And your person is somehow aware of it. Maybe you opened up to this person, or again, it doesn't necessarily have to be specific, but I just feel that your person felt that you were self-protecting, and maybe perhaps you had even been oppressed in some kind of way. Because there's like, your person saw you as someone who had like immense power, and you have like a deep knowledge, especially you have an emotional intelligence to you as well. And it motivates you, like it honestly does. So I'm honestly getting that this is a process. So for some of you guys are going to be like in the past, right? They could have seen you at any point along this healing journey. Some of you, this person's going to see you as like almost over it. Some of you guys, they're going to see you as having just started it. But either way, they feel like there's something that has a hold on you that's like emotional, and also it's like it keeps running in your psyche here. And yeah, I mean, your person could have done this to you with the 3 of Swords here, because they saw you as the 8 of Swords, right? And this is like, this can talk about oppression. This is being stuck in some way. This is being in some kind of mental anguish. So is the 3 of Swords, but this is the why. Like, why the 3 of Swords? Because you'd suffered some kind of betrayal. And I feel like, again, this talks about a betrayal in love to me, where you were trying, like your head and your heart weren't on the same page about something. And so I feel like you like learned up. Your person feels like you're a person who learned up because of it. So now your person sees you. This is beautiful. Okay, so for a lot of you guys, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, you guys. Mercury retrograde has me all kinds of messed up right now. So, we'll get to the beautiful part in a second, because the way that your person is seeing you now, just spoiler alert, they're seeing you as somebody who is healing, who is starting over, who is starting to build a foundation for themselves. You have healthy boundaries now. And and you're going after your own success. They're seeing you as being quite independent. I don't know if you were in, like, it feels to me, this feels like an abusive relationship of some kind. It doesn't necessarily have to be romantic, because I'm just getting the energy of oppression here. And I'm getting the energy of like emotional manipulation. So this could be like from a family member. And honestly, we all know how like our early family and childhood experiences kind of shape up and play out. I just saw a meme the other day that was like, you don't have relationship issues, you have childhood issues that are showing up in your current relationships asking to be healed. And so it could be a situation like that, because oftentimes that's what I get with the Eight of Swords, because we see that house in the background that represents kind of oppression, you know. I'm getting that there's like some kind of pattern, and you went in to like untap this knot. You were swimming around in the realm of your deep emotions, of your unconscious. You were trying to figure out, this is brave energy as well too, because it's like you are trying to figure out on a mental level. For some of you guys, you are in therapy and your person knows that, or you were doing some kind of spiritual practice to help you release something. Some of you guys are doing tapping. Because I feel like this is deep here. Like your person sees you as having done some kind of deep process, right? Like this is a person who understands that like we hold emotions in our bodies and things like that, that there's a lot of levels to get through. And those of us who have gone on healing journeys to heal like these deep emotional wounds with the psyche, you know that sometimes you think that you have it healed and then it's not. And this person could have irritated that wound for you. And again, this is going to happen on scale. So some of you guys, your person betrayed you with the Three of Swords here. And so that's why they're having seen you as that. But we also do have like, I regret lying to you. And I can't stop thinking about you. Just being near you is intoxicating. So for some of you guys, like, I really do think that there was a lot of attraction. Like your person felt very attracted to you. And it's a little bit of like this damsel kind of mentality. So for some of you guys, it's like your person, they've always been very attracted to you. And this person's motivated to move towards you now, here in the future. But we have to be careful because the Devil card is here. So, for some of you guys, this person is a user and a manipulator, and they saw something in you that they could take advantage of in the past with the Three of Swords, with all of this. And with this Scorpio energy here, you probably stung them. And again, Scorpio energy has 3 tiers. Right? It's reactive and lash out with the Scorpion, or it's the eagle where it flies above the storm, or it is the phoenix that throws itself in and allows it to be rebirthed. So again, there's just a lot that's happening on scale here. So how are they seeing you now? Like your person is seeing you as possibly like a leader of the group. There's something with your voice that's coming through here as well. And I see that you're, again, like you are on the healing journey. Your person sees that you've moved away from them. They might not even be able to get to you anymore, but they see that you've had some kind of glow up in your physical appearance here. You're withholding from them, but it's different than it was in the past. Because in the past, I feel like there was some kind of like emotional wounding or something. There was some kind of stagnant energy. And here, you have turned it into power, basically. For some of you guys, like your person's seeing you as an entrepreneur, someone who has started a business, and this person, for some of you guys, this person is a user and they want a piece of it. They want to come back. Like this person's very motivated to move towards you here. But I don't, it's because like you're doing well, you know, they see that you're doing well. They see that you're beautiful. I feel like they're seeing that you're receiving some kind of attention and that you're starting to heal. So we have the Miser card. So the light attribute is entrepreneurial or creative ability to turn anything into gold, delight in sharing life's riches. And I feel like this is definitely the energy coming through. I mean, this is entirely earth energy down here, right? The Devil is Capricorn energy. So you have the Ace of Pentacles, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Devil card. So you guys, I feel like, are financially doing really well. They're seeing you as independent. Again, Miss Independent is coming through. And your person does want to like settle down with you, but their next and settle down with you, let me just hold on. Oh, the King of Swords. But I feel like they want to like harness this in some way. And that's like coming through with the devil. I think this person might be a little bit like arrogant, and they want to be in control, and they want to like harness this energy that you have here, this newfound abundance. They want to see if they can pierce through like these boundaries that you have set and established for yourself. They're coming towards you. Their next steps, this is the devil. So this person, you could see this person in a business sphere. Like they could try to, like, if you have started a business, this person might try to pop up at your business or send you some kind of message through your business. They might even tell you that they can't stop thinking about you. But with the devil energy here, this is toxic energy. This could be like very obsessive energy. And their goals are very materialistic. Like they're looking, the way that they're looking at you is through this very like materialistic kind of eye here. Like with the energy of fire here, for those of you who speak tarot, like we have the 2 and the 3, which is the High Priestess and the Empress. So this is like very divine feminine energy that's coming through. And the energy in the fire signs, we have the South Node, Venus, and the Sun. So this is somebody who is like very physically attractive. They're making headway in their career. This is someone who, like, their voice, people listen to you. They're seeing people listen to you. You're stepping forward as some kind of a leader here, and you're really stepping into your power. And I feel like it's giving you a lot of stability and abundance. You're starting something now, pile number 1, that is going to lead into the future. It's going to give you stability. You're starting to build legacy, pile number 1, in something, and it is coming from the depth of your soul. You are always going through this. This is the Phoenix rising. This is the energy of high vibrational Scorpio. High vibrational Scorpio. So for those of you who have Scorpio in your chart, and for those of you who are unsure if you do, if wherever that Scorpio sits, I feel like you're having some kind of Phoenix moment, some kind of like divine turnover moment. This person has some kind of sexual tie to you. Yeah, because I just kind of feel that this person's a user. We have the Devil card here, and with the 8 of Swords and the 3 of Swords energy and the Thief. I mean, I really get that this person, I'm just going to be honest with you guys, I'm getting narcissistic energy here with the King of Swords. This is someone who is going to try to be emotionally cold, but whatever they're doing it to manipulate you, and they're doing it to like get into your pocket, is what I heard. Get into your pockets. So, you have something telling you about this. Oh, look at this cat on his knee. So the cat is, these are always the familiars. They're trying to like wake these people up. So don't fall for this person's games, but I feel like you already know this person's games. This is someone who is very cold. They're very strategic, and they are all about status. And I feel like in the past, they've always seen you as like someone who has some kind of status, like in some way. And I feel like this person's tried to manipulate it. This person is very sexually attracted to you. Just being near you is intoxicating. We have the 5 of Swords at the bottom of the deck. So I just don't feel that their intentions are good. Like, this person's a user, I feel, and they're seeing you in a very like similar light. I feel like this person hurt you in the past. 3 of Swords and the 8 of Swords. I regret lying to you. I just want to see what this is. They regret lying to you. Oh my gosh. 10 of Pentacles. Yeah, because I feel like this person is seeing you for what you are. Now, I don't really think that this person, there's nothing here that indicates that this person's coming at this from an emotional place. I feel like this person wants to work hard to gain your trust. I feel like they possibly did that in the past as well. But it's like, oh my God, like there's so much Pentacles energy on this side, you guys. I really do feel like this person wants some kind of money from you, or some kind of wealth, some kind of stability. It's like this person sees, it's very much like they're seeing it and they're not feeling it. Like this person sees that you have a lot of abundance, that they could build something with you. This person, I feel like they might even want this to be long-term because of how they're seeing you now, where they're like, oh, this person, because here's the thing with this 2 and the 3, right? With the High Priestess, and behind that is the Empress. I'm getting the same thing with the Scorpio, whereas like you held back a lot in the past, and now your person's realizing that behind that was this divine Empress energy of, you know, being very socially, you know, you have abundance in every realm, you know, in every area. Because it's more than just you building like money and boundaries and things like that, and investments, or having some kind of stability and abundance around you. It's like in all ways. So your person wants the status that comes with being your partner, because there is some kind of social payout for being your partner, or they see that in the future there will be. And so it's like this person wants to kind of be manipulative because they want to be able to kind of run the show. For some of you guys, I feel like your person has like a forked tongue, and they feel like they can, if they say the right thing, that you'll let them back in. I feel you even though we're apart. I mean, and with the Scorpio card here, I just, you know what? I feel like you're burning this away. Because I feel like there is a past life connection here with the energy of, this is Grand Fire Trine energy, which is K2, the South Node, which represents our past life knowledge here. And I'm being reminded of the spiritual social Lexi. She did this reading once about past lives, and there was one of them that was talking about this, like, basically like high priestess type, empress type woman who was healing. She like really assisted in childbirth and things like that. And this person came along, tried to steal her secrets, and then like left. Like, it was a very manipulative person. I'm sorry that I'm like umming and repeating myself a lot, you guys. It's Mercury retrograde and I'm like super aware of it. I'm really sorry. So, but anyways, I feel that it's that kind of a past life connection where this person is like always seen your value. I feel like in past lives, this person has seen your value, and it's like they tried to almost be this energy vampire on your energy and on your greatness, and they want to try to steal your secrets. They never can, because you have really good boundaries. And I feel like this is part of the karma that's being worked out between you guys, you know, is like, I feel like in this life you're working on cutting cords with this person, like once and for all, with the King of Swords here. And that there might be people around you, like in your community, in the business that you're building, something like that. There's people around you who I feel like, whether they know it or not, like they're helping to put this barrier almost between you guys. Because your success is your barrier to this person. You building your own success is like how you cut this cord. So your person has always been very attracted to you, if that's something that, and they do have regret, but I'm, you know, like, here's the thing, you guys, with certain, especially with people who are high in narcissism and possibly have some kind of cluster B disorder. And again, we're not diagnosing anybody here, but their emotions, they can seem like they're having very strong emotional reactions, but really it's narcissistic injury. So it's kind of what I'm getting with, like, I regret lying to you. It's like they regret lying to you because they feel that they can still use you for some kind of long-term stability, you know? It's not just, you know, this attraction and whatever. I could actually have like something else from this person. It's very much like, yeah, I mean, it's just very much like, it's less emotional and it's more manipulative. I do feel like there's a strong connection from a past life, but again, like, there's something that's being worked out here, almost purged. And I feel like, purification is something that's like really coming through as well too. There could be an older woman involved who is more stable here. Let me just clarify this. Maybe you guys, some of you guys like have a business partner, or there's someone around you. I do feel like there's more, that was too many cards, sorry. I feel like there's more protection around you. Like, this person is seeing like that there's people around you that are watching. Yeah, that you work with. I feel like there's someone that you work with that this person is keeping an eye on. Because I feel like this person's very protective over you. And so they might try to like sweet talk this person for some of you guys, or this is like a mother. But I'm really, again, there's so much work energy over here, you guys. Like, I feel like this person's curious about your work. They're seeing you as having a glow up around your work, you know? they want to, I feel like this person might like ask you for money or something like that, but they're viewing you as like a sugar mama or a sugar daddy, like somebody that they want some kind of money from. They might even want a job with you for some of you guys. But I do feel like there is a person around you who's kind of no nonsense, that this person feels like they would have to charm. Maybe this is a business partner. Maybe this is like an old friend. This is somebody who's like very protective, very abundant themselves. They're really no nonsense. Yeah. So, and this could be like somebody that you live with. This is a mother figure. This is somebody that's like in your daily life though. Or in your like your meat space life. Like people that you see around. And they might have a vested interest in you. Like you might work with this person, or this is somebody. Now, if it isn't though, this person wants to view you as the Queen of Pentacles, where you just like keep working, and they might even like be away from you at times or something, and like give them money or something like that. I really do feel like this person's a user, pile number 1. So I'm sorry, that wasn't what you wanted to hear, because there is like. And here's the thing, like you have to be very careful, because with this, I feel even though we're apart and there's like this soul kind of connection here, it doesn't always mean that like you're supposed to be with this person or whatever. There is karma being worked out in this situation. I want to be really careful how I use that word, but there's karma being worked out here. I feel like this person in the past tried to keep you trapped, tried to keep you small in some way. They could have kept you a secret in the past. And now they're seeing you as like, oh my gosh, like you're out in front of people. They're seeing you as like very, very social, very charismatic, out in front of people, using your voice, leading people, building abundance in your own life, having these ideas, speaking very like a divine channel almost. You're speaking very passionately, like the things that you say are very enlivening. But I do feel that this person always saw you as strong, you know? And with the light attribute here, like sheds light on the potential wealth within you that can never be stolen. Like, even though this person put you through a lot, there's always been a resilience here. And I feel like it was just like a little flicker, and then it's grown into this whole flame. I feel like your person has watched this whole time. So that was really heavy energy, pile number 1. Take care of yourselves out there. Okay, pile number 2. So there's a lot of similarity in how your person is seeing you, like then versus now. I feel like it's just the way that they're seeing you now. It's almost like they had a zoomed out view of you, and then like they turned the lens, and they're just seeing you more and more up close. Because your person's always seen you as someone really stable, but I feel like in the past they saw you as more self-protective, whereas now, like you're really taking strides towards being out like in the public eye. There's some kind of cycle that I feel like you've completed. But in the past, I feel like maybe you were very private about love, and if you dated this person, maybe they felt like you were very private about love. But this person has seen you as someone who is very beautiful, who, you know, probably has like a routine, some kind of, I feel like you've always had like nice things. You value very earthy things, you know? You could have been working towards a goal. So I feel like there's some kind of achievement that your person sees that you've accomplished. Something that maybe this has been like a long time coming. Yeah. Like, I also feel like maybe in the past they saw you as a hard person to get to know unless they got you one-on-one. there's definitely like withholding kind of energy here, but it's like when you finally get you alone, there's like this really soft like nougat on the inside, you know? It's like a candy bar, like you bite into it and then it's like really pleasant, like you get the caramel and you're like, oh, that was so nice and pleasant, you know? That kind of an energy. I feel like, you know, you're self-protecting, but it's in a very feminine sort of way. You could have dressed really conservatively in the past, and I feel like that has not much has changed. It's not, maybe conservatively is the wrong word, but I just feel like you think a lot about the way that you're presenting yourself, and you present yourself like there's something sophisticated in the way that you present yourself, both then and now. Because like I said, there's a lot of similarity here. But now your person just sees you in this place where you're going after your goals. You could have been in school in the past for a lot of you guys. Let's just read this. So we have storyteller, light attribute, ability to experience and express life through stories and symbols. Interesting. Shadow attribute, making up tales that harm others. I feel like there was gossip about you. That's what I feel like the shadow attribute is about. I feel like there was gossip about you, and so you got in some kind of defensive mode. And I think your person's starting to realize that now, because for some of you guys, your person is seeing that you're breaking through some kind of a cycle, like I said. So I feel like maybe in the past you were in the role of student, you were very passive, maybe you were even very busy. You have a lot of broad knowledge on a lot of things. I feel like your person possibly was very surprised in the past when they engaged in one-on-one conversation with you, because maybe, like I said, they thought that you were a difficult person to get to know, but then one-on-one, I feel like you have like a lot of knowledge about a lot of things, and you're like very engaging to talk to in the past, but there's still something very sweet about you. You make everybody feel comfortable. There's something about food that's coming through here where I feel like food is a really sensual experience for you, and it's something like that your person associates you with. So I don't know if some of you guys worked in a restaurant in the past, or like you guys shared meals or something like that, or there's something in particular about the way that you eat. Because this also, like her hat, every time I look at this, every time I just glance at it, it reminds me of like a banana, and everything's so like colorful. You know how your mom always told you to eat your colors because that's how you get your vitamins? So I think that some of you guys are very health conscious. And again, like you establish daily routines. Because I feel like in the past, you probably had a lot going on. And so maybe this person saw you like dipping in and out. For a lot of you guys, maybe you're in a relationship now. Or maybe you got married. Like maybe that relationship progressed. Like your person could have seen that you were in a relationship. You guys could have been in a relationship with your studies, you know, or yourself, building yourself in some way. But for some of you guys, like your person is seeing that you've gotten married, you have started a career, maybe you've started a new job, you're getting some kind of public recognition, but there's definitely the energy of career kind of coming through and ending old cycles, because I feel like in the past you were just in like learning mode where you were going through some kind of a program, but now it's like you're stepping out as someone, you're doing it. Now, whatever it was you were learning about, you're doing it. And we have the Fool card over here. Light attribute, fearlessly revealing emotion, helping people laugh at absurdity and hypocrisy. I love this. Shadow attribute, using humor to wound rather than liberate, denial of your emotional truth. Okay, so for some of you guys, I feel that you guys have a way, you're stepping out into the public eye, right? Maybe some of you guys are kind of philosophical and you're putting out philosophies. The energy of the Fool, the energy of the jester, is the energy of the comedian, which is the energy of the philosopher to me. We also have, you know, Capricorn is where the sun exalts, and we have the sun in the background, which is the totem of philosophy. So some of you guys are philosophers, and you could have some Gemini in your chart as well with the masks here. But I do feel that your person sees that you're hiding like a lot of, I feel like you're doing what needs to get done now. And maybe this philosophy that your person sees that you're putting out there, because they might have access to you on social media, or this person, like I said, there's gossip, I feel like, or there has been in this group. That it's like you wield this tool of these philosophical things that you're talking about to unearth pain. And maybe you're very sarcastic in your approach as a way of waking people up. There's like a tool of language, you know, where it's like you say one thing but you mean another thing. It's like a way that you can make a point, you know, like in debate or something like that. What is it? Somebody tell me what this is. Anyways, like that is like a method. So you might do that a lot, you know, where you use sarcasm and you talk about something in a sarcastic way, but you like mean the other thing, and you use that as a tool to help show people kind of like the absurdity. You guys could be talking a lot about governmental matters here, about the state, about how we use, right? Capricorn is the energy of government. The sun is the energy of government as well. So, and with everything going in the world, I feel like you might be pretty vocal about that on some kind of platform. I also feel like you have very fresh ideas and you're presenting it in a way that's very sophisticated. You know, I feel like this person has continually been more and more impressed with how sophisticated you are as time has gone by. I feel like you pulled away, though, from some kind of group in the past, and it makes perfect sense because I think people were probably talking about you. You have, like, a strong justice streak here, like you always have. But I just feel like it was tamped down in the past because you were busy. Like, you were busier or something like that, like with studies of some kind. You were learning a skill or definitely a lot of studying. She's reading in here. Yeah. So... yeah, so in the past, they're seeing you as someone very withdrawn with the Four of Pentacles. Somebody that, again, I feel like you were very quiet in social settings. This person could have been married in the past as well. And maybe there was somebody who you felt like was always stealing the limelight, or they always kind of shut you down. But also, again, I feel like you were always working towards something with the Empress. Like you were just busy. You had a limited amount of energy. You know how to manage your energy. You know how to manage your time. And you were always growing into this. You were always giving birth to something. And it's like now you've given birth to it. Because you were always like embodying that Empress energy. This person, so we have, I look for you everywhere and I want to be more than friends. So many things remind me of you and I couldn't let you get close to me. I think this person could have been in a relationship in the past. Again, there's the energy of group and gossip around this pile. And, but they saw you as someone possibly vulnerable who like, you have a weird duality to you, pile number 2. And I say weird in like the best way because there is a softness to you, but also a strength. And I feel like you don't put the strength out there unless you absolutely have to. I do feel like you're a person who like believes in compassion and empathy and having like a really approaching the world with like a tender heart. And there's something about cycles coming through in the past too. Again, like it's, and maybe you weren't in school, but I'm getting like the setup of school where it's like you have the cycle to the school year, you know, there's something about your life that was very rhythmic. There's something about your interactions with this person that were very rhythmic. Maybe you guys know each other through work, because I feel like this person might be older than you or more established than you in some way, but they're very proud of the progress that you've made. So maybe you met this person through work and you guys had like a regular monthly meeting or something, or, you know, something like that where it was on like a cycle. Your person has always seen you as being very well-rounded. Like the success that you were always going towards, like you're a person who has always gone after that in multiple arenas of your life. You know, you're a very balanced person. And I feel like your person, again, it's like you're somebody who has this like leadership energy, but it's in a very feminine way. So like you don't always have to be at the front, but you always know what to do when things kind of go bad. You're very good at giving direction to people, but you also don't insert yourself unnecessarily. You know, I feel like you're, especially in the past, like, because again, I think you had a lot going on. Again, I think your person sees this duality in you where it's either like you're kicked back and you're content to like, you know, be quiet and turn off in the corner for a while and let yourself like relax and rejuvenate. Maybe even be a little self-protective because you sense that maybe people are spreading rumors about you. But that whenever it's time for you to step up and be in the spotlight, you handle that energy very well. Again, there's like this sophistication about the way that you dress. This person likes the way that you dress. They like to watch you in dresses, especially if those dresses are like somehow businessy. I know. Maybe there's like a jacket that you wear or something. Like a business jacket or like a coat jacket or something. This person definitely likes your hair. They've always thought that you were quite beautiful. And now they're seeing you as kind of like this force, and it's still very beautiful to them. They're seeing you as managing your time really well, having a lot of goals. So here's what's interesting. We have a lot of Scorpionic energy coming through. This is the Taurus-Scorpio axis heavy right here. So themes of that. Themes of, you know, love and secrecy and power and status and transformation and living the good life, those kinds of things. Because I feel like maybe this group, there was some kind of status involved in this group and you were maybe lower status in the past, but I don't mean that you were low class in any way, because that's not how this person has ever seen you. you've always had class to you, but there's something about you where you were more student, now you're stepping up into like a teacher role. So your person seeing that you're blowing the whistle on a lot of stuff. Like, honestly, your person thinks that you're very smart, that you've held back like this kind of knowledge that you have. You're very good at communicating. And it's like, whatever you talk, you're not a person to just talk about things that aren't important. Your person sees that you're talking about things that are very important, and that something has definitely needed to change. But it's not like you're just, like, I can't stress enough how smart this person thinks you are, and always have been. But it's like you nurture, it's something that you take time to nurture, you know? You're eating your walnuts, and that's how you're nurturing it, you know, because walnuts are supposed to help your brain. But it's like, so you're doing that through your diet and through exercise and things like that, but then you're also educating yourself, and then now you're really blossoming into this person that's really well-rounded and perfectly suited to leadership and very attractive. This person does feel like very attracted to you in a way where they do almost feel bound to you. This person, you might notice this person staring at you if you guys are still in the same space. They see you as achieving some kind of material success, and they do find that to be very attractive energy. They want this relationship to change, because I feel like in the past, maybe this person, you guys didn't have much opportunity to interact again, but they want to get to know you now. They want because you've changed. Your person sees you as someone who's changed. Like, you've leveled up in your career, you've leveled up in your public image, you've completed some kind of cycle here in the past, and you've reaped the fruits of it. So it's like, whatever, like, there's something about this dynamic that's more equal now, so your person wants that to kind of happen. They definitely want to move towards you. They want to build a one-on-one relationship with you. Your person wants to spend one-on-one time with you. And then their next steps towards you have the Two of Cups. Like, this person wants to reach out to you. They want to send a message. They're seeing you guys as equals, I feel like, on a lot of levels. And that could have been what this gossip was about. Like, I feel like your person has some kind of status, and people really like to get their attention. And that's why people were making up tales about you to harm you. Because there's always been inequality. You just had to go through some kind of process for it to be recognized, is kind of what I'm getting. And now this person wants to have a relationship with you, and they don't want these people involved. I'm not saying that they want to just like ignore everybody else, but they want a relationship with you. And I think they want to show people that, like, because this person might have realized that people were spreading falsehoods about you, and that you've always been this like really amazing person. And I do feel that they're very impressed with, like, you bossed up, like, you handled yourself like a boss this whole time. Even when people were saying nasty things, you didn't lash out. You didn't like project onto other people's. You owned your stuff. You let them own their stuff. Because sometimes you just have to let people have at their consequence, their karmic consequence. And I feel like you did that, where it's like you kind of you demonstrated how big you were by just kind of dismissing it, you know, in the past, giving it no mind. And so now your person's just really recognizing the fullness of your soul here. You've really achieved something in this person's eyes, like as a human, you know. And I do think it comes in some kind of material form, but like as a human. Yeah, I couldn't let you get close to me. I might sneeze. Hold on 1 second. I'm so sorry for being a person. Somebody always yells at me for apologizing for being a person, and I'm gonna stop, I promise. Okay. So yeah, I couldn't let you get close to me. I feel like because of this person's status and position in society, I also feel like this person had a partner, you know, that, and it caused them to kind of close down. And I feel like there's something about that where it's like that relationship that you had built with this person, because of these other variables involved, you might have walked away from this, you know, and it, like, how you walked away, I just feel that it's really attractive to this person. You know, I feel like you walked away. You might not even said anything to this person. It's like you've always just focused on you. You're very independent. You're coming through as very loving and very sweet, but also very independent. And I also don't feel like you tolerate nonsense. And it's very, very attractive to this person. So I do think with the Tower card here, this person wants to move towards you because, hold on here, the Three of Wands. Yeah, I think you moved away from this person. because they couldn't let you get close to them, and I feel like they weren't giving you enough, so you had enough and you just kind of, like I said, blew the whistle on this and you moved away. Maybe you moved somewhere very sunny. You know, it doesn't have to be a physical move, but you're no longer in their presence. You no longer frequent their business. And so this person's like trying to manifest you back. There's something, this person could have like yelled at these people. Not yelled, because I feel like your person has like they're restricted of themselves too. Like I don't, your person might not talk that much. But it's like when they do, people listen. And so I feel like your person could have called out this gossiping. Like, why are you guys saying these things about this person? You know, this isn't what we do here. This is a place of business. Or like, this is, you know, here's how we behave here. You know, like he could have, or she could have like very much scolded these people. So your person might actually be hopeful that you've heard about that in some way, because they're putting their feelers out. This person, they've in the past they saw you as someone quite difficult to get to know. And again, I think that you are still very protective of yourself here. You could be into like, now they're seeing, maybe you're into gardening or something, like gardening, agriculture, something like that. Like they could have seen that. You could be getting into some kind of spiritual practice. Again, like some kind of practice is like really coming to the forefront here. Again, I feel like you're goofy. Interestingly enough, you guys, Saturn is a really funny energy, because they a lot of times they are comedians, because they like to push boundaries, right? Because Saturn represents limits. So they see that you're pushing some kind of boundaries, you know, in a really funny, fun way. They're seeing you come alive, you know, they're seeing the powerhouse that you really were. And I feel like they sensed it in the past, but it's like, because there was a group dynamic involved, because gossip, because you were busy, because you are, I feel like you were the high priestess too, you know, and like you were difficult to get to know, but like, because you're the high priestess and like you don't owe anybody anything, you know. Yeah, your person's just seeing that part of you just kind of come to life here. I feel like this person really likes your cheekbones. Like you have cheekbones. Pile number 2. I don't know, I feel like almost this person, I got this in one of the readings that I just did, but like I feel like this person looks at has seen a picture of you and like, I don't know, your cheekbones. Also, I feel like your highlighter game has improved or something like that, or you're somewhere, like you've gotten some sun or something, because your skin looks like very supple and very fresh and very alive. And your person just sees that you're manifesting things, and that you might like literally be going on adventures. I feel like you guys have been out in nature. A lot of you guys are growing your own food or something, and they've seen that, like you've gotten into gardening or something like that. And your person's seeing that. So they're just impressed as all get out with you now, pile number 2, for real. Like they want to have a relationship with you. And I do feel like there is a lot of sexual attraction here. We have the Empress, the Judgment, the Tower card. And they see that you're growing. Like you're growing and evolving and expanding. They see your sexual energy as well has kind of evolved. Maybe it wasn't, there's something about your sexual energy in the past that was not available, you know. And I don't mean just like as sex, because sexual energy, like that kundalini energy, that vitality energy, you're more vital. Like I feel like your person, you could have had some kind of an awakening. This person feels like you have had some kind of an awakening because of the things that you're saying, or that you're helping to awaken others. But your person wants a new beginning with you. They want to have like this easy, joyous connection with you. They definitely want to talk with you. This person loves hearing about your ideas. But they see that they want you to come back, because I feel like you guys, a lot of you moved away. There could be mountains involved, literally, because I'm seeing it twice here. But they want you to come back to them, you know. And I feel like they want to make some things clear. They want to clear the air for a lot of you guys. They might even want to work together, because honestly, you could be like at the beginning of your career or something. And like I said, I feel like this person's more established. So maybe it's like, see how she has like this knapsack, where I feel like they might want to give you something more, give you more like structure, stability, or something like that. This person sees that you're going places. I do think that there's something about you that's quite unpredictable. This has turned into a very long reading. I'm getting a lot of messages for this one, you guys. There's something about you that's like unpredictable. I feel like you surprise this person because there's a feisty side to you that this person didn't see before. Like it took them long enough to get to see your sweet side and to like have you open up a little bit and like be a little bit more vulnerable, and they could see that like, oh, you have this very beautiful, very pleasant nature to you. Like you are a very smart person. You like to read. You like to, you know, I feel like there's some, you guys might have bonded over some kind of topic that you both like to read about or something. And now it's like how revolutionary you are is surprising this person in a good way. You know, they're very impressed with you. This person's so impressed with you guys. Yeah, like this person, like I look for you everywhere and so many things remind me of you. They want you to come back. They want you to come back. So I just feel like there was a like sudden change in this relationship, you know? And they just, there was something happen and they saw a completely different side to you. A more vibrant side. A more yourself. They saw like who you actually were and realized that you were holding things back in the past, you know? Because in the past, I feel like they could have thought this in the past too, like that your energy was kind of tied up in something. But that you had a lot of, maybe it was, they felt like you were a very traditional person. You know, maybe they thought that your family and their beliefs like really held you back or something like that. But you had always been learning. Because I feel like this group is a cycle breaker. Never doubt a cycle breaker. That meme that's going around, never doubt a cycle breaker, because, you know, they've like stood in the face of like all of their conditioning in order to like break a cycle. And that's what you're doing here. Pile number 2, pile number 2. That's what I have for you guys. If that resonated, that was so beautiful. Thank you guys for existing in this world. Oh, wow. I'm just making a mess here. Please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Person, first of all, has always seen you as very smart. I feel like in the past there was something kind of melancholic about you. And this person sees you as a visionary, right? So the light attribute, capacity to envision what is not yet conceivable to others, willingness to proclaim a vision without regard for personal gain. Yeah, there's something about you that's highly communicative. That's consistent throughout this reading. Leo is the higher self of the third house of Gemini. So it's almost like your person sees that you've stepped your game up in some way with your communication. Because I feel like maybe in the past, your person saw you as someone who was very smart, who was a little bit ahead of their time, actually. And that it was maybe difficult for you to communicate your ideas to other people. Maybe they saw you even as like a little bit argumentative or a little bit unpredictable, just in some kind of community setting. Because maybe you knew your person from some kind of spiritual setting, artistic setting, some like progressive setting where people are kind of thinking about higher order ideas. This person sees you as like, they see you around town. Like I feel like you guys were in the same community in some way. And maybe like you guys even held down like opposite points in that place. There's definitely duality permeating this reading because your person sees that you have something inside of you that they've always seen this, that there's something inside of you that's trying to be birthed into the world. I feel like you got disillusioned to something when you were like either just before you met this person or while you met this person, you had some kind of realization and it really bothered you like to your core. You were always trying to make sense of it. And maybe you tried to talk to people about it. And yeah, okay, so the shadow attribute, we have selling insights to the highest bidder, compromising your vision to make it more acceptable. That's what I think, like this person I feel like saw you struggle with your speech a little bit with these ideas that you had that were always like so inspiring. Because this person sees you as a very inspiring person. They always have. They saw you as a person who was just like channeling ideas. And so, but it's like, your ideas were so big and maybe people thought that you were strange in some kind of way. Or like sometimes, okay, because we live in a dual world, so any topic that you want to talk about is going to have poles, right? And so it can be very difficult for the communicators of the world, for the visionaries of the world, to try to communicate their message. And at some point, you have to trust that handoff, right? With the Gemini card, this part of communication is that the dictator has a responsibility, but then the receiver has a responsibility as well. You know, you can only receive insofar as like to the level that you're at, to the level of your own understanding. And so your person feels like maybe you were misunderstood a lot, or maybe there was some gossip. Maybe you partook in some gossip. I kind of don't think that you did, but there could have been gossip around you and your ideas because you are trying to make it more acceptable to other people. But it's like your person sees now that you have grown into your own. You and people are listening to you because you have learned how to channel your ideas into the world. And just like this Leo energy, you're becoming your own sun, where you're pulling people into your orbit in order to warm them with whatever this is. Like, it's a very pleasant experience listening to you talk, because your light attribute over here, we have teacher, ability to communicate knowledge, experience, skill, or wisdom. And then the shadow attribute, manipulating or abusing students, teaching negative traits and destructive skills. I feel like you're shedding light on this, you know, on negative traits, destructive skills. You guys could have like entire... This is such an Aquarius energy, visionary, the visionary energy, plus with Gemini and Aquarius, this is the higher, Uranus is the higher octave of Mercury. So this is just incredible air sign energy over here, where it's almost like you're out of this world. There's something about your mind that's quite delicate as well. Your person could have seen you struggle to be around other people. Maybe you have, you're very sensitive to sounds. You're very sensitive to energy around you because you have a very sensitive mind that is... I feel like you're very observant. Like, your person's always seen that you're very observant. So it could be difficult for you to be like in loud, busy spaces. And maybe you were in like a loud, busy space. You could work in technology. Your person associates you with technology in some kind of way. I feel like you have some kind of skill to take things apart, you know? And this could be concepts as well, like taking concepts apart and putting them back together. But it could also be like, for some of you guys, like you work with your hands and you take things apart and you put things back together. Or you build things. Some of you guys like have built things, you know, or you have ideas for like different inventions or things like that. But your person sees you as like very innovative. And very skilled, but it's just like, it's been difficult for you. It's like you get hit with these really big visions or something, these really big ideas, and it's difficult for you to channel it into the world, like in an earthly way, because there's so much that's coming through you. And I feel like in the past, your person saw that as like overtaking you, and you had, it's part of your, I feel like, I feel that it's part of your life's path and passion probably as well, to learn how to funnel it. That's exactly what's happening with the Chariot card. This is the 7, which is the card of masculine strength. And we have so much moon energy here with the High Priestess as well. So it's like learning how to channel that. Oh, this is so beautiful. Sometimes, especially during Mercury retrograde, there's something I can see. This is me right now, where I can see something so beautifully, and it's such a nuanced concept, and I want you to be able to understand it to the level that I'm seeing it. And so I'm just like, oh, how can I even paint this picture? But this is the sun's function, you guys, in astrology is to allow for the moon energy to be expressed out into the world. It's crucial for what we're doing here on this planet. So the moon's energy always links with our moon, or the sun's energy always links with the moon. And that's exactly what's happening. Your person sees, like, has happened for you, is that you're learning how to channel your inner self and honestly where you're vulnerable, and channel that mind that you have. Your person sees you as an incredible mind, like an incredible mind. Some of you guys have recently cut your hair, or like you do like to wear, you're part of a religion or a group or spirituality that covers the head, honestly, or and if you don't, you guys, perhaps you want to consider it, because it's that practice is like there to help channel mental energies, and so maybe just try it and see how it feels for you. But your person sees you as very like, you have so much knowledge that just, you're a divine channel. Your person sees you as a divine channel. You have a lot of knowledge that you have within yourself that you're learning how to funnel out into the world, and you're being very effective. You guys might be making some kind of money with this. You could be starting some kind of business, or there's something that you're teaching this. You could have some kind of a platform. And if it's not, you know, an official platform, this is some kind of social media platform where your person sees that you are like kind of an influencer in like the realm of ideas. And again, I was kind of getting this with pile number 2 with the sun, this is the sun rules government and leadership. So your person sees you as stepping up into a leadership role. Some of you guys might be considering running for government, just saying, or maybe you should consider that. But now, like, your person's seeing you as maybe traveling. For some of you guys, like, you traveled somewhere, but this is something, I think they want to travel too. There could be distance between you guys with this energy here, because there's something here. It's so Geminian. So you guys, like, could be dedicated to higher mindedness in this life. That's what Geminian lives are about. And you could be achieving some kind of material success in this world here. You could be at a crossroads. Like, your way of life is changing. So perhaps some of you guys, again, like, you've achieved some kind of material success or recognition. But with the Two of Pentacles, this is crazy because there's so much dual energy. I'm getting literally like right and left hemispheres of the brain. There's concepts. You are good at bringing about shedding light on the duality of this world and how to marry them, right? We talk a lot in spirituality about oneness, right? But the concept of oneness and spirituality, forgive me if I'm mispronouncing this, comes from advyata, which literally means not two. It means not two. And leave it to the Gemini to be fascinated with duality. And why is the definition of oneness defined by duality? That's crazy. You know, so it's like you have a way of bringing things together with the sun energy. And that's some kind of healing ability that you have. And I feel like you do that through systems. You might have, like, there might be distance between you guys. We have I'm not available. This person could be in another relationship. There is something about you guys where it's like you are two opposite ends of the same pole. And life could be, you could be making a decision. This person could be making a decision about coming together or not coming together. I do feel like there's a big reason that's based in, like, the material reality of our world. This person, like, is in another relationship, lives in another state, that kind of thing. Those, like, heavy pentacles things where you guys really can't be together. And if you were going to be together, then it would cost some kind of sacrifice. But it's almost like you guys really are true opposites in a lot of ways. Like, you see a lot of value in each other, but it's almost like not meant to come together. Like, in this life, you guys are inspiring each other, and your energy affects each other, and it pulls on each other. And you cause this person to have ideas. There's something you said in the past that this person had, like, an amazing idea. I feel like you almost sent them on a quest and you didn't even realize it. And this person likes to watch the things that you say or something, but it's almost like there's a reason you guys can't come together. Like, the substance that you're made of, it's like you interact, like, I don't know, there might, like, it's really potent if it comes together, right? This person might have done something, they could have said something, there could have been some kind of gossip, and they could have made a move on you in the past, because we have, I know I crossed the line with you. So, because they saw you, also your person is attracted to you, right? Because they saw you as the Ace of Wands in the past, and this is, like, lovingly termed the boner card, you know, and it has that, like, fiery energy, but they're attracted to you on multiple levels. They're attracted, it's like opposites attract, almost kind of an energy here. And again, there's something about your mind, your ideas, your communication, your skills, your talents, because you're quite skillful here. There might be something that you do with your hands, you guys. This person sees you as very skillful, like I don't like it when I can't, like, express this, but, like, you are somebody who's so smart and so talented. Like, they're just smart. For some of you guys, you are divinators. You could do tarot. You could, maybe do astrology. There's something that you do with your hands. You're like an artist. You're an artist of some kind. Even if you work, like, in tech, or you work, like, a regular job, or you're in some kind of, like, you were studying something, your person sees that you're about to break out. There's a lot of similar energy to pile number 2 if you guys want to watch this. But it's almost like you're very talented on a lot of levels. And maybe there's some kind of lesson, like, your person just feels like you're learning how to channel this into the material world. That's what you're doing. I do feel like this pile, like, you could be some kind of an advanced soul here that's like what you're here to give to the world is some kind of visionary process, some kind of teacher process. You have a lot of skills. I feel like you're a person who knows a lot of things, like about a lot of things here with Gemini. You're that bee that kind of pollinates. So you understand similar energies that exist in different places. These are very high concepts, but if you chose this pile, you probably get me. So, and you're applying different processes to different areas and different fields, right? So you could be a generalist instead of like a specialist, because that's something I don't know, that there's a lot of talk in the world, especially among specialists, of we need more generalists in order to progress certain fields. There should be more overlap, and I feel like that's what you're doing, is like whether or not you know it, you have so much knowledge about a lot of things that it allows you to see a different way forward for like the whole system. But spiritual adepts usually have some kind of an earth focus, which I'm definitely getting here, because you're supposed to learn how to channel all that spiritual energy into the physical world. That's considered like the final test. So that's something I see you doing here. I'm really getting the energy of Parva Falguni. So for some of you guys, like you've been, like maybe you've gotten married. Your person sees you as like maybe even lucky. There's something about a family around you. Some of you guys, maybe you stand to inherit something, or your person sees that you're inheriting something. You could have gotten a grant or something over here. This person wants to figure out how to make things work with the two of you guys, but I think there's some kind of travel. There's just something that they're not sure if this can come together in the physical, especially because I think they see you have like a pretty big mission. They might be kind of grounded somewhere, but they do want to move towards you. There's a heavy energy of travel. This person wants to travel towards you. But we have, sometimes I stay awake thinking about you and I love you unconditionally. So it's like, even if you guys can't come together, this person thinks the world of you. They are attracted to you. If that's, I don't know if I did a good enough job to express that, but on both, like there's heavy, attractive energy here, but it's like your person loves you on a lot of different levels. There's a heavy energy of respect in this pile. A respect for you and like your skills and your thinking and your process and what you're doing. And I do think that your person wants to bring things back. They also want to balance out something. They feel like you guys are two sides of the same coin, and that they're hoping that you don't see that as oppositional. Your person might want to like literally talk about these ideas with you, just openly, like, and very passionately. And they might want to talk about, if there's like a specific thing you're obsessed with, there could be like, your person might want to have like an in-depth conversation about that, because they have they want to offer up like some kind of balancing view, which I feel like you're probably already aware of, but like this person just wants to do that. They might want to have some kind of spirituality with you. Something about spirituality. Like a spiritual ceremony or something. Ooh, like, now if this isn't your thing, this is just what I'm getting. Like your person, this is just what I'm getting, and it's crazy and it's out there, but your person might literally want to have, like a visionary experience with you. They might literally want to travel to like another place where you guys can try some kind of like psychedelic experience together. Because this person's really curious about how like that would impact you. But I do feel like you're pulled away from this person. Yeah, and it's just not, it doesn't feel like that energy's changing anytime soon. But they want to. They want that to happen, There's just got to be an ending of a cycle first. Yeah. They have a lot of feelings for you guys. They're just keeping them to themselves here. And they think about the past a lot. I mean, sometimes I stay awake thinking about you. So currently, like this person, and there's something about leadership, like a teacher relationship. And I think they want it to be like a give and take thing, Ooh, okay. Maybe they didn't give you enough time in the past. Like they thought that you were smart or whatever, but something happened. You moved away or something like that. There was something happened. Again, you guys might want to watch pile number 2. Like something happened like that quickly changed things between you guys. Maybe this person like was always a leader in the past and they didn't let you guys talk, but they want to talk with you now. They might want to heal you or help you. I don't know. This person could be a healer. and they have some kind of skills. There's a conversation about skills happening here. Maybe they want some kind of skill exchange. And they want to like literally offer you something. This person wants to give you something. And I feel like it has to do with some kind of spirituality or skill set. And honestly, for some of you guys, it's some kind of, I'm just reading what I'm getting in the cards. Please don't hate me or whatever. But I think, yeah, it like has to do with some kind of psychedelic experience. There's something about unifying like the head, the hand, and the heart, right? Like unifying our actions with our emotional selves, with our mental selves. Yeah, oh my goodness. Your person feels like you guys are, this is honestly, it feels very kind of twin flamey if you guys resonate with that, but it literally feels like you're literally opposite sides of the spectrum. And I don't know that it's supposed to come together physically in this life. I really don't. I kind of don't get that. I get that it exists like on this other plane, and you guys might be exchanging some kind of energy in order to bring some kind of clarity. You have a mission. Your person's seeing you as having a mission, and that mission might be being out in front of people and teaching people and helping people to bridge complicated concepts. There's like a way that you have really grown into yourself, especially your speech and the way that you present yourself. I feel like a lot of you guys, like, you could have grown your hair out long. You could have like been out in the sun a little bit. Like you could have gotten in shape. Your person's like really just you're very attractive, but it lends itself to you being like in the public eye or something. Yeah, people are talking about it though. Like they know that people are going to talk about it, but it's like you're kind of used to that. I feel like, and you're growing through this experience because people are always going to talk about visionaries. There's always going to be pushback when you're bringing some kind of energy in the world. I don't think it necessarily has to be even conscious, but there can be people who there's an energy that can kind of get in there, and then you know, they can really kind of hold you back. But this person feels like you guys are kindreds. This person feels a kindred to you, and they're accepting of it, like that you need to move on, because this person could like be in another relationship, or their business could be very rooted and planted, and they see you as somebody having to go off and like having to having a mission, honestly, having a mission. So that's what I'm getting for you guys, pile number 3. If that resonated, please do like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Take care of yourself during Mercury retrograde. Hopefully my camera didn't shut off. Bye, guys.